Hi bro.
What's up, Abhishek? Hi, bro. How are you doing?
Yeah, so far so good. चल रहा है जिंदगी.
Arey, that's badhiya, bro. That's badhiya. I hope you're able to hear me, man.
Yes, just very clear, very clear. And thank you
That's awesome.
so much first of all for concern, and second thing accepting my request for this small live session.
Oh, bro, it has been a pleasure, man. I was just looking forward to this. Subah se aaj, I was like extremely, looking forward to talk to you. And finally, it's happening. So I'm really very excited.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling thank you for that.
No problem at all, my man.
Yeah, that's what. So how's the weather out there? Back to Mumbai?
Oh yeah, man. Bombay he's been crazy, bro. It's like so right now the BMC elections are going on, so the roads have been dug up.
Mhm.
So it's kind of very noisy, a bit polluted, but then just like always, really love the city, man. Like being born and brought up here, it's always been a good scene to live here, and the weather is kind of nice. It's hot and humid as usual. We
Uh-huh.
we don't get cold weathers in Bombay.
I heard about that. I have never been there, but I do have some of my cousins out there. But anyways, yeah. Like, okay, we'll just see. Okay, some of your friends. Okay, hi Chirag, hi Manon. Okay, guys, we are not able to. I will be not able to answer your comments at this time because we have a certain time limit. So we will be, even Aditya will be, giving your reply after this live session. Is that okay? We are not trying to be rude, but yeah. Afterwards, you can give no Aditya.
Definitely.
Maybe yeah. Now maybe you can see Rohit is stating hi.
Yeah. Hi, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is going to be a lovely session. बहुत सारी बातें होने वाली है. बहुत सारी मजाक मस्ती होने वाली है. So stay tuned, yeah.
So it's not kind of interview and it's not a podcast. We'll just talk about the metal scene. Let's see.
Definitely.
Yeah. So,
So pumped up to do that.
see, yeah. So you was working on Bangalore before, or just kind of? I was just curiosity. That's why I'm asking. Actually,
No,
this
no, no,
is.
not really. Not really. I was actually kind of on a small mini vacation kind of a thing. So we had some shows booked for the month of February, and that couldn't work out, unfortunately. So I, anyways, had
Uh,
some days off. So I took that time off and I went out for a venture. So I went first to my hometown, that is in Ratnagiri. I was there for like about a week, and then I went for some other personal reasons to meet my fiance and stuff in Bangalore.
mhm.
So I was there for a week for that.
So okay, cool. So you're born and brought up from Mumbai only, right? Nagri Hills.
Yep. The bleed
Yeah.
full
No,
Mumbai.
yeah, yeah. It's not like I'm telling because you are talking to me, you are on my live. I'm kind of not praising you guys, but seriously, Mumbai wala banda will be awesome. Mumbai. And to be frank, Delhi wala I don't like. Whatever, maybe there's some to be.
I mean,
Yeah,
होता है यार, वो होता है, बट लाइक मुंबई वालों का कैसा है कि हमारे आसपास इतने सारे जगहों के लोग होते हैं, एंड देन वी जस्ट लाइक काइंड ऑफ अकोमोडेट एंड वी जस्ट लव इंटरेक्टिंग विद न्यू पीपल, एंड इट्स ऑलवेज interesting, and it's always good to know about their culture and what happens in things around them. So it's always like Bombay has a very jolly,
yeah,
accommodating environment.
yeah. It's after all, it's a dream city of India. So honestly, no, actually,
Ah.
yeah, actually, those Delhi people, because I was running a hotel back then for a couple of years. I was manager out there. And each and
Mhm.
every person I see the Delhi wala, no, I don't know what they think. They'll straightly come and say, "हम Delhi wala hai." You know, Delhi wala है तो अभी तो दार्जिलिंग में है, right? तेरे को मैं जाते थे तेरे को मैं एयरपोर्ट से आगे गायब कर दूंगा. That shits you. Morning telling
Eh,
mother चोद क्या है.
well,
हाँ.
हाँ मतलब मैं जानता हूँ मतलब ऐसी थोड़ी बहुत चीजें होती है, बट लकीली आई हैव लाइक gotten the opportunity to meet some really good people from Delhi who have not been like that. But yes, I totally have heard a lot about people kind of being arrogant in Delhi and stuff. But
Yeah.
I mean probably it's the luck, or maybe it's my charm that I never get to face such people ever.
No. I mean, the metal heads, they won't be like, those who are into music and all.
Yeah.
About the normal people, because not only that, I keep on seeing all those kind of shits. Everything happens in Delhi, like somebody's murder, somebody's this. And oh shit, man, like, anyways, but I was in good place, Bangalore, like, so that's
Oh
why
yeah.
Delhi. I got two options, Delhi and Bangalore, for my job thing. So like I Bangalore. So far it's good.
That's
Yeah,
amazing, man. That's awesome to know.
yeah. So yeah, those who ever are looking, I mean, like, watching a video, right? I mean, the live session from Delhi. I don't mean that, but I can't keep that in my mind, because I can't. I mean, like, make people happy. Telling on, I mean, like, वो झूठ बोल के जो बात करता है ना, all
नहीं,
kind.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
So like I don't.
एंड it's as good as like तुम्हारा एक्सपीरियंस जो है वो तुम्हारा ही एक्सपीरियंस है यार. उसे मतलब कोई भी चेंज नहीं कर सकता. मतलब वो कितना भी कोई भी बातें अच्छा बोले या फिर कुछ भी बोले, वो आपका पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है. एंड देन डेफिनेटली हर किसी को रिस्पेक्ट करना ही चाहिए वैसी बात तो.
So yeah, so that's what I don't mean anyone, but like, whomever I had met, the people from there, but they was like kind of full of, that's not attitude also, like, I don't know what is that. Okay, anyways, we'll just forget about that. It sounds quite so gossip, like that.
Yeah. It's always a very interesting topic to talk on, because the thing is like we are, first of all, kind of India is a kind of a big country, yeah.
Correct,
And
correct.
people coming in from so different regions, from so many different regions, have kind of their different attitude. They kind of have their different whole vibe going on, around the music, even kind of the perception they have towards the music and stuff like that. So it's totally understandable. It's just that we should understand, and we should, as we always have been, we should be accommodating all of it. It's just the part of who we are. And I'm pretty sure that this scene is something that लोग अपने आप बदल जाते हैं, ब्रो. थोड़े टाइम के बाद उनको
Yeah,
अपने आप सब पता चल जाता है.
because yeah, I see around some post and वगैरह, there are so-called metalhead. So they just put, they don't know what is hardcore, what is punk rock. The people will do like, that the pogo dance and, like wall of beats and normally mosh pits and all. No,
Yeah, yeah.
those people, like I realized there is one lady, okay, and I don't want to name me, even her, but like she was so that she entered LOL and the all the speech and all that will happen, bro. We'll punch, we will do no, like, but after all we don't have that angerness, just to get it out. We do all those kind of beats and all. So like, but it's very bad, when I saw those posts being metal head, like she was just making fun of mosh pits and the pogo dances and all. Anyways,
वेल इट इज समथिंग. मैं अभिषेक इस बात बोलना चाहूंगा कि मेटल एक ऐसा हमारा बहुत एक नीश सा जॉनर है यार. एंड हम तो ये कभी ऐसा सोच ही नहीं सकते कि हर कोई ये म्यूजिक को अप्रिशिएट कर पाए. तो
correct.
जो लोग नहीं अप्रिशिएट कर पाते, उन्हें अपने जगह पर रहने देना चाहिए, क्योंकि उन्हें ऐसा भी तो नहीं है कि मतलब हम जबरदस्ती की तो किसी को सुनाया तो है नहीं.
Mhm.
So it's just that, well, if they like it, well and good. If they don't like it, they're always welcome to just stand behind and maybe just have a beer and just watch a show, or just enjoy and have a good time with their friends.
Yeah, I got it. I
तो
I I
इसके लिए मतलब ऐसे ऐसे सब जो फेसबुक पे कभी ये सब जो वॉर्स होते हैं ना, मैं कभी इन्वॉल्व भी नहीं होता हूँ, बट इट्स ऑलवेज एंटरटेनिंग.
yeah.
ऑलवेज मैं हर एक पोस्ट देखता हूँ एंड आई जस्ट लाफ माई एस ऑफ द होल फ्रीकिंग टाइम, ब्रो. इट्स सो फनी, लाइक सम व्यूज दैट पीपल हैव. It's so obnoxiously funny that I just feel like just laughing the whole fucking time. And
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I mean, like, I got your point. The earlier one, because she used to post metal. I mean, like, no, like, even, yeah, maybe she listened to your band, God's Lead. I saw her, like, I mean, sharing all those videos and all. So that's what. Why you are telling metalhead if you are making fun of that mosh pits and pogo dance? So that's the reason. Actually, yeah, it's not like you need to listen to a music, like, because we play for a happiness, like, it's not for,
True that. True that.
you don't want to be kind of rock star, like the chicks around carrying, the guitars and all, fun.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what. So yeah, in one sense, metal is in, in between my heart, like, so like, because when I was doing podcast, like I was talking about the female artist, like, so I used to invite hyped artists like you from Nepal and all, like, so that time I was talking regarding is music scene and media field, like, secure for female, I mean, like, female artists. So that was my main content out there. Like, because still there are people, like, what they'll do is like, hey, music se tere ko paisa khan nahi deta, like, you won't get, you will
बिल्कुल.
anything else. And the second thing is like, it's not safe. जो भी बंदा है, अब मेरा भी कोई डॉटर होगा तो ऑब्वियसली I'll tell that, right? You don't
Of
need
course, of course.
So yeah, just to make this a kind of knowledge thing and all, like I was trying to deliver all those things. At that time, what happened is like people used to text me, "Why are you doing only beautiful ladies? What about like, like so embarrassed, like then I fucking told them, each and every potential they have that fucking notion, like bro, why you are just inviting those all like the hyped artists, the beautiful artists from Kathmandu and all. We have out here, like then fucking I used to tell each and everything. Yeah, hey, 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 this is it. To look at dimag mein gusa to gusa. I can't, like that's what they don't understand, bro. And another
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and another thing, what happened is like I do host a kind of small gigs out here for upcoming artists and all with my own
Oh
pocket money.
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so like we won't get any kind of sponsors out here, like
Mhm.
so yeah, so that time I hosted one hip hop gig, because I don't know about Mumbai scene, but I never saw, like the gigs and all hip hop gigs happening on any kind of, like not of posters and all. So I thought of not because hip hop is also music, like even they deliver their yeah, I mean yeah. So I was doing that, and I used to get text, like stating like, "Bro, you was metal at why now now you became hip hop and all? Oh fuck, you were so embarrassing." Like that shit's happened. So that's what the metal will be metal, like so. Yeah, because see,
Of course, I mean it is a part and parcel of our lives, yeah. I mean, I personally listen to almost everything, bro. Like it can be the most cheesiest of the cheesiest stuff to like, the most extreme of the extreme stuff. And I appreciate all of it. Like there are times when, it just probably in the playlist when I'm like, listening to it for over an hour or so, you might just see that there are like almost 25 different genres that have already gone and played, and not necessarily metal, bro. There are like all sorts of, genres of music. And
Mhm.
I really appreciate it, bro, because it has its own beauty. Like how metal has its own beauty, music has its own beauty. Like and it's kind of an emotion which every other person is just putting it out. Yeah, I mean there are some really dumb songs which don't make any sense,
Yeah, but what?
and so let's leave them out of the discussion for the time being. Like, but there are some really good songs that are coming up
Uh,
via these hip hop artists these days,
yes, yes.
and some really good songs coming out of the Hindi hip hop scene too, Hindi hip hop rap scene too.
Mm.
But let's see that, it's just that कि बाकी की म्यूजिक को जैसा अप्रिसिएशन मिलता है वैसा लेट्स होप कि हमारे एशियन कंट्रीज में मेटल को भी इतना ही अप्रिसिएशन मिलना शुरू करे.
Because like people have ये hip hop wala hai, metal wala hai. They do smoke weed, they do high, they do get high and all that fucking notion everybody used to have, like so. I don't know about your place, but like out here, like, but I'm not talking about these days, I'm no more into bands, like I just want to, promote my areas, my roots band all over,
True that.
I'm kind of making a relationship with them, like to feature or something like that. So like just a motivation for upcoming, like the artist I say, or else, yeah, I mean, I will just give podium, that's it. And rather than after that, they need to prove it. If, if I give one
True
concert,
that.
they need to fire it, they need to kill it. So that's what, so another time even they'll call them up, right? That is only
Yeah.
the do, and I'm pulling my socks and doing all those things. So yeah, so even I have one concern. I don't know whether I need to ask or not, but I will ask now. Since I already said.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
So where were you lost, bro? For some time, Kushal was on Vox, right?
Yeah. I was expecting that this question is definitely gonna come, so I was like all prepared for it like this time. I mean, well, it's a part and parcel of life, bro. So I mean, basically, there was a lot happening, with Cutslit, with my own personal life and that time. And there was a time in my life where I had to focus on other things, which really got me, a constant
Yeah.
income. And the thing was that I was kind of still, figuring out about what needs to be done and what could be done about, I mean, considering my education and considering a lot of other factors.
Mhm.
So what I was feeling that I was not able to give my 100% to the band, and that is not fair. That is not me. I mean, if I am not feeling it anymore, that doesn't make any sense. Like for me to just be there for the heck of it.
Correct. Yeah.
So I kind of decided, to take the time out and kind of focus on the things that I really need to do along with this as well.
Mm.
And once that was done, I mean, I never had a whole idea or never had a whole feeling that I'm going to get back to Gutsit or whatever. I just wanted to focus on my life and, get back on track and, just focus on the career for a bit.
Correct.
So, excuse me. So I did that. And yeah, I mean, so I was just focusing on my career and, trying to become a better person along with it. A lot of things needed to be changed. There were a lot of decisions that needed to be made, and it all took some time. And I did not want the band members and the band to suffer because of all of this, turmoil. So I just thought that, it would be just fair and wise on my behalf to right now, call it a off with the band.
Mm.
And if at all life delivers or gives me that opportunity once again, I'll definitely take it up once I'm a bit more stable. And luckily that's what happened, because Gutslit is kind of a dream, man. And
Okay.
uh Pradeep, Aaron and me, we have always had this vision about it, and we always had this think about the band going on for a very long time. And it's amazing that I got this opportunity so early in the life.
Uh, so yeah, it was not that so personal matter. That means, like there was no kind of like the in between that kind of quarrels and all. So that way you didn't. I mean, like the what's
Not at all, bro. Like, see, what I feel is right. Having a band is like basically having three girlfriends. I mean, three or four girlfriends. If a five-piece band and a person, everyone has like a four girlfriend. So it's like fights. It's a kind of a relationship, bro. So
Mhm.
fights and the bad times are a part and parcel of it. I mean, if what I think is and what I feel personally is that एक झगड़े के वजह से बैंड को कॉल ऑफ करना is not professional,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
तो मेरा थिंकिंग कुछ completely और था. मेरा ये था कि मेरे पर्सनल इश्यूज के वजह से बैंड हैम्पर नहीं होना चाहिए.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the only reasons that I it was very hard, because मेरे को अभी भी याद है कि वो गट्सलेट मतलब हम लोग जस्ट वो एक pace pick up कर रहे थे. We were just like grasping onto the whole scenes everywhere, and we were like kind of doing what we always wanted to do. And it was difficult for me also to kind of uh, pull the plug at that moment for myself actually. I mean, but yeah, man. I mean, ऐसा कुछ भी हुआ नहीं कि झगड़े हुए थे या फिर there was nothing like कि हमारा कुछ ऐसा unban tha. So nothing of that sort at all, bro. We always have been like really good friends, even before like we personally joining Gutslit. Like Aaron and me, before joining Gutslit, also we were good friends with the band, any which ways. So we have always maintained that relationship, and we have always maintained that.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's what. Yeah, I can understand. Like the what he was trying to deliver me. Yeah, that happens because yeah, we need to focus on one. Like see, for example, if I don't have a job with me, I won't be able to buy rigs and all for my studio. Correct.
Yeah, and
Uh,
especially now the thing is कि just अभी मैं तो एक vocalist हूँ, तो मुझे इतना equipment के वगैरह पीछे खर्चा तो होता है नहीं. But
uh,
then again, like putting in money for your tours every year, putting in that money, and thinking about it money in a way that we are not going to get it back. So
mm,
spending like almost 2.5 lakhs a year, and then तुम्हारे अगर हाथ में वो कुछ भी नहीं आता होगा, तो it becomes थोड़ा a burden for your family members as well. मतलब like
yeah.
एक wisely अगर सोचने जाएंगे तो वो बात तो बिल्कुल बराबर है, because I come from a very middle class kind of a family.
Mm.
तो हमारे लिए तो वो बड़ी बात हो जाती है कि हम हर साल you're putting into lakh rupees and then कुछ नहीं मिलता है वापस. So basically I thought कि and उसके तो तुम्हें जॉब लगता ही लगता है. Like there is no other option कि तुम्हें
Yeah.
मतलब बाकी के तुम्हें क्या कहते हैं उसे वीजा के पेपर्स के लिए there are a lot of factors जिसके लिए जॉब तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. तो वो तो होना ही था. मतलब there was no other option for it, that I had to get a job, like proper job, which in wherein I could afford all of these things if they happen in the future.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I will. I mean, like I'll normally state to the upcoming artists, what they think. Like they will be a kind of, the that young bloods, like so things like everything with music only. I will be hyped. I will be famous. Like this, I'll go and all. That even happened to me. Like in certain age, like okay, I'm doing good music, people are appreciating, I keep on doing this. I was doing also, bro, like I studied for four times in first year, bro. 4 years. Why? Because you,
Well, it's better that we don't even go there.
no, no. The reason is like, like if there is some, a kind of IIT Kharagpur and all, like
Oh
this.
wow, okay, huh.
On that time, whenever मेरा एग्जाम होता था, उसमें वो होता था normally. So I used to bunk the college, like, and go for a rehearsals. Then after that, वो चला गया वो. Okay, but
Ah,
that I joined in Calcutta back then. So couple of years, the same thing happened, like, and back then my dream was to play GIR, like Great Indian Rock.
yeah, Great Indian Rock.
And like because we was a heavy metal band, like not that
Oh
extreme.
wow.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we used to play Megadeth, like, and Iron Maiden we didn't play it, but we had grown up, all of us had grown up,
Of course, of course, of course.
Iron Maiden, but we don't used to, like, because that was totally mainstream, each and everybody was covering Iron Maiden, like, so we just
Yeah.
kind of thora dusra. So all those shits happen. Then after that, what I'm doing these all things for music. In the end, what I need to ask my parents, like wherever I go,
Exactly.
right? There will be some people who are very rich, even I'm from I mean, like, I'm from common family, like nobody.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, in man there will be one guy who will be big shot, I know that, like, but each and every time I can't approach him, like, bro, do this for me, do that for me.
Of course, of course, of course. It's like you also have kind of like a self-respect which you kind of need to have. And कितने साल के लिए और कितने टाइम के लिए यार लोग क्यों करेंगे अभी उनको भी अपना आप एक बर्डन होता है. And after like एक certain age तक वो बात सब सही होती है because but after then you have a family of your own and then it becomes very difficult यार to ये सब मतलब like just because you're vocalist or probably your guitarist doesn't have money so I'll put in 2 lakhs for him. It doesn't happen like that यार. Like नहीं, it's practically not possible.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
फेयर इट्स नॉट फेयर ऑन एनी पार्ट. सो तभी वो बचपन में सब सही था यार कि अरे बाद में दे देंगे एंड वो सब. बट अभी वो फील ही नहीं होता है वैसे कि जाके मैं किसी को बोलूं कि भाई मुझे यूरोप के टूर पे जाना है तो प्लीज मुझे तू पैसा दे दे. इन भी लेकर भाई उससे अच्छा मैं चले जाता हूँ ना, तू क्यों जा रहा
Wait.
है.
So yeah. So when was this band formed, bro? Because normally I don't. I mean, like, I don't. Uh, Normally I say it's not an interview, so I don't want to research all those things. So maybe.
So basically, frankly बोलना चाहे तो 2007 में bro. So Gutset was formed in 2007. But the first lineup was a totally different lineup. So it had the contorted mutilation जो हम लोग का EP निकला था pulmonary fibrosis के साथ.
Mhm.
So वो EP पे the lineup was completely different. So we had Gurdeep was one of the forming. So Gurdeep is one of the forming members of the band.
Yeah.
So and we had Dynal on guitars back then. So Dynal and Gurdeep were these two people who were jamming together, and the vocalist and the drummer they were jamming together for a different band. And there was just the spread, the news just spread that there are some couple of musicians who are looking out to form a brutal death metal band, and they want and the likes of a kind of suffocation, dying fetus on those lines. And that's how the first lineup kind of came in place. So we had basically Nikhil Alag on vocals, Gurdeep on bass, Daniel Bangera on guitars, and we had a drummer for a very short period called as Rajiv. But then moving forward, Rajiv had to move out from the country due to personal reasons and stuff like that. So the band did not find you know a proper drummer who could pull this off. So for a long time, these guys played with a drum machine,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's where kind of people started recognizing them. Like, holy shit, there's this band who's like playing at fucking 260 BPMs and stuff like that. And back then, this shit was crazy, man. Like fucking bands were that tight as that. Yeah, Goregaon local, like Siddhant, my man, is saying Abhishek Nandi. Oh fuck yeah! When we found Nandi as a drummer,
Mhm.
holy hell, dude. He was one crazy guy. So basically, then again after the whole contorted mutilation lineup, there was another whole lineup change that happened. So that's where I got in, and then finally they found a drummer, which was Abhishek Nandi,
Mhm.
and that's where the whole skewer and the sewer started churning out, and that's where the whole deal began, and that's where the dream was actually alive once again.
Mhm.
So yeah, so basically started off in 2007, and consistent members, like the only member, existing member right now is Gurdeep.
Uh, so
Yeah.
so so when did you join? That means I thought you guys. I mean, like you are a founder member of you and your bassist was. I was thinking that.
No, 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 bro. No. So it's like a very hardcore scene. I used to be a fan of Gutslit, bro, back in the day. So basically in 2008, 2007, 8, during those times, there was this show happening. I don't exactly remember the venue though. And I had gone there with a bunch of my buddies. And I used to be like, aspiring metal vocalist back in the day.
Mhm.
I used to growl. I used to do all of those Amon Amarth and all those stuff, like in the commercial days of
Okay.
my music. So I used to, try and cover all those bands. And then I remember watching that competition and Gutslit. It was probably one of the last competitions that Gutslit had ever played.
Mhm.
So, uh, so these guys, they played, and the vocalist was doing some weird as, voices from his, like some weird as fucking voices which I'd never heard.
Mhm.
And I go to my friends and I ask him, dude, what the fuck is he doing? So that was the first time I came to know about a pig squeal. And once I heard that, I was like, holy shit. So that's when I had, decided that if I ever wanted to be in a band, it would be a band like Gutslit. And then I started practicing
Mhm.
along with stuff. And finally in 2000, like end of 2010, I would say. So by the end of 2010, I got this, call from Gurdeep saying that, bro, that there is an audition happening for, Gutslit vocals, and a lot of like, and I think we should, like, you should, kind of do it, because a lot of people kind of probably had recommended, or because I don't know how we came to know about. I was, kind of, I wanted to be in the band as well, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. So
And yeah, so I auditioned for them, bro. And then 2011 was the officially I had joined. Like Jan of 2011 is when I officially joined Gutslit for the
okay.
first time.
So so it sounds so interesting. Like you being a fan of God's Lead, and
Oh yeah, man,
there's
that crazy journey.
that feeling. Like I can feel that feeling. Cool. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. Like you and Kuldeep has formed a band. I thought like that. So yeah. So far, so you guys have played in European countries as well, right? Was
Yep, 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 yep.
so
So basically, so when I was with my time with Gutslet, we did two Europe tours.
okay.
The first one was Obscene Extreme, when we played Obscene Extreme and Death Feast open air,
Uh,
and the second one was Brutal Assault.
okay.
So Brutal Assault and the whole tour that we did along with Stillbirth, Crepitation, and Splattered from US. Yep.
All right. All right. All right. All right. So yeah. Like I don't think so. You guys had played in Kathmandu, right? In Nepal.
I
You guys,
think so. They have played with Kaushal in Nepal, if I'm not wrong. I'm not very. I think they definitely have played with Kaushal in Nepal, because I remember they Gutslet did like a whole India tour, and
uh,
I mean India Asia tour. Like they had visited almost 13 Asian countries.
mm-mm.
So I'm very sure that Nepal was definitely a part of it.
Yeah, they
Because
visit.
I remember them telling me some really crazy stories of Nepal, bro, and I was like, "Holy fuck! Why the fuck wasn't I there, dude?"
Yeah, bro. I know. They had played the Silence Fest. Believe me, like yeah.
Not very sure if it was a Silence Fest,
But yeah,
but
because
it was one of those festivals. I mean, one of those. Yeah, I think it was one with. It
uh,
was one with Stillbirth.
yeah. So with Stillbird, because back then even we had invited Stillbird for Nepal Death Fest, but like what we used to do is like okay, I just want to deliver this as well. Those who are into music or those are into all those kind of event things, like yeah, as being it's not only if we can sing, if we can play a guitar or anything. It's like normally that doesn't mean like you are not a musician. I feel that artist in the sense. So like, see, because people have, like normal they says I don't play anything else, but the listener is also an artist, right? Because they are
Of
like
course,
taste of music, they got that. So normally I just
true
want,
that.
yeah. So yeah, what I would like to state is like, like the first Nepal Death Fest when we, like tried that back then there was only hardly 20 people around, And the Ugra Karma was headliner.
Oh
Ugra
yes.
Ugra Karma was also, he used Sunil Dai. He also used to talk about your band. He used to ask me because he knows I'm from India. So likewise, I came to know you guys, because as I told you,
Uh-huh.
I was only into heavy metal, hard rock kind of thing. And after reaching in Nepal, I saw all the fucking ancient people, mosh pits and all, and like this is music, man. So,
Yeah.
and I was working. I don't know whether you know Walk Through or not. It's a grindcore.
Yeah, of course I know Walk too.
Yeah, so yeah, the frontman is my good friend. Me, and
Okay.
yeah, guy from Pokhara, from brutal Pokhara. We used to host that NDF back then. Yeah, so there was only 20%. Okay, to the point. Oh, 20% out there, and like in second time there's a bit of 30, 40. And
Okay.
the venue was like the party house and all. It was very hard to the fix the sounds because of that. Like wo chota pura usa
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
kind of fucked up, but we still keep on doing that, and now we are doing a couple of days, man, we'll be getting
That's awesome, man.
so this time, I came to know like people will approach us, because we was doing small venues, and right away we are doing Purple Haze and all. You heard about Purple Haze? I don't think so. Most of the people doesn't know Purple Haze venue. It's a pub. It's a,
Okay.
yeah, it's a kind of the, I will say, top notch club. Now they are
Okay. Okay.
everything else. I'll send you some of the
Yeah,
video.
yeah, yeah. You should definitely should send me
Yeah, yeah.
some videos.
Because there is one of my friend from there. He runs Oscar event. So normally he used to, previously he was a manager of Underside, and now, but
Okay.
yeah. So these days he's doing all this top notch kind of, the tribute gigs and all. I'll share you
Oh,
bro,
that's awesome.
that. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So,
yeah.
so,
I
so
think if I'm not wrong, Purple Haze was the place that Gutset had also played at, if I'm not wrong, because I remember that that name rings a bell. I mean, there were these two venues called Purple Haze. One was in Bangalore and one was in, like, the other one is in Nepal, if I'm not
yeah.
wrong. Yeah. So I think I've heard that name through these boys. So I think that was the place I think these guys played at.
Yeah, but like all those good, kind of shows and all, people will prefer. There are other, pubs as well, but like comparing for, because the owner himself is a musician, he do have a hard.
That's the best part about it. No, I
Yeah,
mean, I was there for yesterday's live session with Nitin. Also, like it's just how we mentioned, like in Nepal and in the northeastern parts of India, every household has like a musician in them, like,
yeah, yeah.
and they all kind of appreciate and play music. So the vibe and the scene over these places is fucking amazing, man. That's one thing I love about these areas.
And and even the people out there are very decent, because I don't know. I had one friend from Trijernik or something band was there, no? TR
Rahul Nair, Trinergic.
Dynamic, yeah. So like back then, I was working with Defenders of Metal, and like the gig for, the headliner was our this thing Napalm Date. All right.
Oh wow, okay.
So at that time, they had came, like Grim Mortal, I know, and yeah, Grim Mortal was that after
Grim Mortal, yeah, yeah, it was Grim Mortal. I think they had come with Pritesh on drums, if I'm not wrong. They
yeah,
had come for Silence Festival, right?
no, it was Metal Mayhem. I don't know about
Metal Man.
Metal Mayhem. It was like the headliner was actually that the organizer is from Guwahati, but whereas like the Metal Mayhem, that was fourth or fifth, so which held in Kathmandu itself, and I'd been there, then I had seen the scene, like fucking so cool wala banda log, nothing like then I see, okay, this fucking rock star, like साला वो पूरा चाल देता, like okay, I'm a rock star kind of feel. It happens still, no, like, and when I came across them, fucking see, they are from Napam, that normally they are talking to us, they are sharing the beers and all, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like they say, like, I want this in my room, I want that in my room, I want these rigs. Oh fuck, man. So like I don't find that so. I'm like, so that is the first time when I got, like, yeah. So that time I
Of meeting Napalm Death, and so they have a touring guitarist right now who's touring with him. They call him Monkey.
okay.
so
He's
so I remember he also plays for this band called as Corrupt Moral Alter.
mhm.
So the Napalm Death's new guitarist, the touring guitarist that is with him. So I remember playing with them at Obscene Extreme Festival, and then the whole festival happens and everything, and we are back to India.
Mm.
And then we get a chance to see Napalm Death live at Bangalore Open Air when they were playing in 2015.
Okay.
And like we just mentioned, right, that there's extremely chill people and sharing beers and stuff like that. So this dude who plays for Corrupt Moral Alter Monkey, he just walks in, and we are like, oh fuck, oh Napalm Death is here now. We were all pretty pumped to see them and kind of meet and greet them and kind of vibe like that. And he just comes to me and he's like, "Hey, bro, do you remember me? Obscene Extreme Festival?" And I'm like, "Okay, now what is this?" Like, oh, I kind of because I met so many people at Obscene Extreme Festival that I couldn't place him. Like, who was he? They're like, "Hi, man,
Mm.
I set up Palo Walter." I'm like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude, I remember you." And they're like, "How come you're here?" He's like, "Bro, I'm playing with Napalm Death." I'm like, "Holy fucking shit, that is so cool." And then he made me meet the whole
Uh,
band, and they are such chill fucking musicians, man.
Seriously. So that's what I say it metal, like so that's what I meant to say, no. So I got that taste and vibes about being a metalhead. And like, oh fuck, like it was insane, like seriously the people around, the moshing and all, this and that. Yeah, so because our music was just a headbanging, no mosh pits and all, like so
Yeah.
yeah, so that happens. Then I was touring as a sound engineer with Walk2, and and like we had been traveled all over Nepal, most of the places, and the way, every places when I saw that, so like I feel like yes, this is the music, like this everything is because they don't have any. You are a person, I'm a person, nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
वही who to be, they doesn't treat like मेरे को ये beer यहाँ पे ले दो वहाँ पर ला दो, if they are drinking that they'll share us. If they don't know
Of
me,
course, yeah, 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 yeah.
that is what I love about it. And so that's the reason, I want my artists from India. I mean, I know, yeah, India. I can't say that, but from my Darjeeling and Gantok area to lunch, from Kathmandu itself, because the music scene out there is very rich, bro.
Oh
And
yes,
and
that is
if I,
something that I'm still to experience. I've never experienced a show in Nepal yet.
let's see, we'll make it happen or not. I'll get in touch with you.
Lost.
Like yeah, yeah, but yeah, but somehow we are doing last Nepal Jet Fest this time. But
Oh damn! Why? Why is that?
yeah, everybody kind of yours, like because see, yeah, because what I was doing, like Vishal was there, he was totally focused on all kind of extreme underground metal society of Nepal. So like even he's getting married now, he need to look
Oh
after.
wow, that's amazing.
So, so yeah, so far what I heard is like, I was very glad, the I mean like the brothers from there, they used to give us this all these events. We'll keep on doing that, So that is kind of influencing, and like, so I feel like okay, so some part of me also influenced them, like because they don't want to end it up, and they
Of
want to take over from us. So it was quite interesting. Let's see what happens. So yeah, if not Nepal Death Fest or what, but obviously let's see. I'm looking forward for my event license and all because, like moreover, it's not only metal bands. I do. I mean, like look forward to mainstream as well because how long
of
I have been working with free of cost. For,
Oh, I totally understand.
I'm not gonna be that the money minded, but these days, we should have money, bro. Like it's not like
Of course, bro. That is something. Even for a band, like any band to survive these days, you need money, man. Like to think about jamming, to think about even recording a single freaking guitar or probably just a single song, it costs us a bomb.
yeah.
And then we have some great organizers who kind of want us to play for exposure even now after playing for 14 fucking years. They want us to play for exposure, dude. Like I still cannot believe some of these people who are like around here, man. And I mean it's basic necessity, man. Like if you want an artist to come and play for you, pay them money. It's simple. What is so difficult about paying money, but they want everything good to happen for their shows, but no money needs to be spent over there. It's bullshit fucking attitude.
So yeah, yeah, man. I don't. That's what I mean. Like, but I don't think like like you people was not. I mean, like you people used to play. That's free gigs. I never thought. I just came to know today from you. Like because
we have seen some really, really, really crazy times back in the day. Like, that is one thing that I really want to, like, tell all the, kind of upcoming bands from here as well. That bands back then who have been around for a while have seen some really freaking crazy days, man. Like, पैसा तो तुम भूल जाओ. अगर तुम्हें आने जाने का टिकट या फिर खाने पीने के लिए भी अगर कुछ मिल गया ना, तो तुम्हारे लिए वो बहुत बड़ी बात हो जाएगी. Because we have kind of we have had some really, really fucking terrible times when खाना
Yeah.
नहीं है, पानी का एक बॉटल नहीं मिल रहा है, but we have still fucking slayed it. We made it a point that हम यहाँ पर शो बजाने आए हैं, हम शो बजाएंगे, हम तोड़फोड़ करेंगे और हम चले जाएंगे.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. No, the same
and
thing.
nowadays bands when they come to play live, they're like the first thing they ask is, अरे bro कौन सा एम्पलीफायर रखा है वहां पर, अरे ब्रो कौन सा किट है, अरे ब्रो कितने मॉनिटर्स, अरे ब्रो आके पहले आके एक गाना तो अच्छे से बजाओ यार.
वही तो.
एंड देन फिर हम लोग ये सब चीजें मांग सकते हैं हक से, कोई इसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं, क्योंकि आज के तारीख में तो सब कुछ वैसे भी मिलता है.
Yeah, but like no, that in initial days the same thing used to happen. Like we just want travel fees. We don't want band fees. हम लोग को even I.
Yeah, we were just happy to just fucking hit the stage. That's all we wanted. कि बस हमें एक स्टेज दो, हमें ड्रम किट दो, एक गिटार के लिए एम्पलीफायर दो, एक बेस के लिए एम्पलीफायर दो, एंड विल fucking fuck shit up. That's what we were all about, and we maintain that even now. कि हमें नहीं फर्क पड़ता है ब्रो, इतना like fuck it, अभी ये सब इतना it's been like doing for so long के भी नहीं इतना सोचते हम लोग. It's
So
just like pouring your heart out.
Godsleed has played for a couple of times in options Extreme Fest.
Yeah, Obscene Extreme Festival they have played twice. Once with me and once with Caution.
Yeah, that's what I just got Kausal's video only. So I was trying to find yours. So I just bumped into that Pune wala gig. Like it was.
I do have a video for Obscene Extreme as well, but
Yeah.
then it must have gone back way back in the kind of history.
Okay.
So probably that's the reason YouTube must not be showing it. But yeah, I definitely remember there was a Obscene Extreme video of me being the vocalist as well.
So like because see that option Extreme Fest is a kind of the dream, like the gig for a metalheads. So like could you just help me, like or could you just help, I mean, like normally who will like watch live after this. So what would you suggest, like like what all formalities we need to do, I mean, like to reach option Extreme Fest, like the band and
So
all.
Obscene Extreme Festival में तुम्हारे पास पहुंचने के लिए you basically just need an album out. You need material in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Sherby, I would tell you, who's the organizer for Obscene Extreme, is one of the most easy guys, and he is extremely respected, and he is very, very straightforward, and he kind of knows his shit, like what he wants for the festival, whether you'll be a proper fit for the band, I mean for the festival or something. And he basically he has this soft corner for exotic bands, bro. So it is not very difficult for bands to kind of reach Obscene Extreme Festival. It's just that you need the proper material in your hand, and you just need to kind of be aware of the whole vibe what they are kind of portraying. So it's easy. So तुम्हारे पास अगर एक एल्बम है एंड तुम्हारे पास आर्ट वर्क वगैरह सब कुछ अच्छे से हुआ है, रिकॉर्ड लेबल साइन है, तो तुम्हारा एल्बम बस तुम फेस्टिवल्स में भेजो. आई अर्ज ऑल द अपकमिंग बैंड्स कि तुम्हारे पास अगर एल्बम है एंड यू हैव समथिंग, यू हैव मटेरियल रेडी इन योर हैंड, don't hesitate to send it to any labels, don't hesitate to send it to any fucking festivals, because everybody is looking out for new music these days, and everybody wants new music, music, I mean artists to be joined and to be kind of collaborated with and stuff like that. So बिल्कुल मत शर्माना, like totally go for it. It's not very difficult these days.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
just that कि तुम्हें खुद की तैयारी बहुत, like it's that कि तुम्हें it's you have to be prepared by yourself, bro, because it's like there is like a lot of planning, a lot of strategy, a lot of investment, not just monetary but your physical, mental, spiritual, बहुत सारा investment उसके पीछे होता है, and it's like a lot of preparation. So सोच समझ के करना चाहिए, but एक बार you know that you'll be able to pull it off, there is no looking back, bro. I kind of urge all the bands to do so.
So yeah, and another thing, are they going to pay band fees out there, or else the band has something else?
If you're playing at festivals, main lineups, there won't be a band fee. But again, there is like a major scope of you selling a lot of merchandise. If you have good merchandise,
Mm-hmm.
shamelessly take it, just spread it out. People in Europe and these countries, they love good quality merchandise, and everybody appreciates like a physical copy in their hand.
Okay.
So yeah. So so money. So, frankly speaking, right, Abhishek, the first couple of times, right, when you're touring abroad, do not think about the money at all,
Mm-hmm.
because that is something that is not going to happen. Because imagine you're playing on the same stage like bands like fucking Cannibal Corpse and bands like Immolation and stuff like that, and you cannot expect them to pay you money, and because it's not just not feasible. There are 80, 90 other bands playing. The only the headliner acts that are there, they pay, get like the money paid. So पहले 2-3 साल it's you shouldn't be thinking about money at all. Just go for it for the experience sake of it. Just see what how much you're capable of and what more can be pulled off and stuff like that. So the first initial stages are only to kind of judge yourself and kind of just to know the whole vibe.
Mm-hmm.
तो
Yeah.
पहले दो बारे में पैसे के बारे में सोच के मतलब ही नहीं है.
Yeah. So out there won't be like various stages, no, like Bloodstock and all. Like there will be only one stage, I believe, because I believe.
I am not very sure about Bloodstock,
Mhm.
but Obscene Extreme has one stage.
Yeah, but in Bloodstock and all, there will be. I
They
mean,
have multiple stages. Yeah. I mean, when we played at Brutal Assault, we had 3 stages there.
uh,
So bigger the festival, they have multiple stages. Like Hellfest has like almost 6 stages, bro.
yeah.
It's humongous. Like that's like one of those dream festivals that I want to fucking play at, bro.
And even like, do you have any idea regarding this NH7 that weekend or something like that? It was happening, and even I just had I mean like been through the videos and all. The sound quality was awesome. The lightnings was, yeah. Underside I played that on Pune and yeah.
Oh yes. This
So,
was same year when even Gutslit played, and it was a massive fucking year, bro. Like
so
the Pune show was good.
yeah, that's what I don't know why all those kind of like the event companies or such kind of geeks is not like normally what to say saturating like don't know like because we can say that no if some people will come वहाँ सबसे बड़ा gig क्या होगा normally we will say Bangalore open here right
हाँ मतलब
so
metal के लिए तो अभी वही है.
so like normally if it's like और दूसरा भी होना चाहिए तो वो मजा आएगा ना like 2 3 even we can share that we do have for example in Kathmandu we say we do have a silence phase and Ogo and before silence phase there was a Nepal I mean like what I don't know Nep phase and that so we can like normally deliver them these all phase will be happening so what international bands will think about this like ठीक है तो फिर सीन अच्छा ही होगा तीन तीन चार और वो अच्छा अच्छा वाला मतलब गीत हो
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल आप तो एकदम बिल्कुल बराबर कह रहे हो.
हाँ
The problem is ना कि यहाँ पर logistics it becomes really expensive.
तो
like हमें bands को यहाँ पर लेके आना and then यहाँ से उन्हें और बाकी सब country में घुमा के मतलब अपने खुद के country में पूरा घुमा के दूसरे country में छोड़ना, and even if you're doing it for 2 to 3 bands, it becomes really fucking expensive, bro.
yeah
For a American band or for a American country to call Indian bands to them, it's not very difficult
yeah
because they are barely spending kind of as good as peanuts when it compares to us, क्योंकि हम लोग वो उसको convert करते हैं and हमें फिर वो it becomes like a bomb.
mm-hmm.
तो and the second problem is कि यहाँ पर कैसा है ना कि there are these seasons. हमारे पास बस ऐसे अगर तुम देखने के लिए जाओ, we only have summers and winters for shows to happen. Beach में because we have rains.
Mm-hmm.
So shows, festivals cannot happen during rains. Like it doesn't happen even in the countries abroad.
Correct
Festivals happen during those seasons. And what they do is, even though like during summers, the whole of Europe is having festivals. Like the whole of Europe will have like festivals happening back to back, back to back, back to back. But you won't see a single clash happening between two festivals.
mm-hmm.
Like even two different countries, they won't have that, because they want people to kind of travel, like everybody from all over that place to enjoy all those bands and festivals properly, and there should be any clashes. When we used to have like three, four different festivals in our country, right, the timing used to kind of be a bitch, because there were like three festivals happening on the same freaking day, and that is just like dividing. Anyways, we have like a very limited number of people who are there in this metal scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like say about, for an example, 10,000 people. And if you keep four shows happening in the same city on the same day, you're just dividing the whole crowd for no fucking reason. It's just like a loss for everyone. So that used to happen back in the day. I mean, there were festivals. Like I remember still there was NN7 Weekender, Indian Metal Festival, and one more show. All of them had major international acts, and all of them were happening on the same fucking day in Bangalore.
Okay, yeah. But like, yeah, I had a very bad experience, in Bangalore. There was I don't know what was that. Uh, I don't know that. I forgot that event company name. Like, they just had, there was a lady and who was, like doing all this kind
Oh
of,
yeah. Oh
you
yeah, 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 yeah.
that, right? That, uh,
Orca Networks. Orca Networks.
organized, that was my first gig, like, I was
When
like,
Gojira had come down, was it during that?
sorry.
What show was this?
Yeah, it was a metal show only. This band was, headliner band was, oh fuck. Forgot that name. Oh shit, man. Shit.
Decapitated.
No, no, not Decapitated.
Gojira.
Not Godzilla. No, it starts from G only, but like,
Starts from G. Okay.
yeah. Uh,
Gorod.
Horror, I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but that whole thing got cancelled, right?
yeah, bro, that's what.
Gorod pulled off. No.
Yeah, no, actually, what happened is like, till morning it was okay, like, because I mean, like, the event manager was a good friend of mine, that lady. So like, and I normally, that was my first gig, a metal gig out there. Then I went there, all was okay. At the last time they said like it got, I mean, cancelled. The tickets or something was fake. Like visa was fake. It was so fucking,
Oh shit.
yeah, bro. And I had that lady's number. I called her, like fucking, what are you trying to do this? People came for God. Fucking, and in the end you will say like, oh, nahi, ye ho gaya, something, ye, oh, kya kya bol raha tha. I don't know, but like, it was very, like, bad experience. Osha hoga to normally, no bands will come in India, bro. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and later on I came to know like, there's not only that, a lot more thing has been, like, happened
Oh
for,
yeah, a lot has happened. Like Gorod was the last show that they did, and it's been happening for quite some time now.
yeah, was 4 years back, I guess. 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years back, I think 2007, 18 or 19, the Gorod show was happening, and
Okay.
my experience with them goes thoda sa or further down the line.
Uh, no.
Yeah.
No, normally this is not backstabbing, but we need to expose them. Like, don't work with this such kind of people, bro.
Yeah, whatever, man. Like each to its own. Like I've stopped giving a fuck about these things now. Like nothing to expose or nothing to, because everyone knows what they are and people kind of like know now. So that's the reason. I think even they themselves know now, and that's the reason that, I mean, you don't see them around anymore, like doing shows anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that they realized it by themselves.
Yeah, that's what I called her, and she pretended it's not her. I said, "Is this miss this and this?" She said, "No, wrong number." Then I said, "You gave me a number yesterday. I saved it in the phone." How could you say that? Like, and like, okay, thought they bar me, and I thought that no, because I was just like, so yeah, so like normally in Mumbai now, which is the biggest festival for this all this kind of this metal scene?
For Mumbai,
Yeah.
bro, we don't have a festival like a metal festival in Mumbai. We have Control All Delete, which is a festival, but it is kind of like an amalgamation of all the music genres that are happening in Mumbai. So it's basically, there'll be a singer songwriter stage, there'll be like a proper metal stage, there'll be hip hop stage, then there'll be like a electronic stage.
Mm-hmm.
Then there'll be people who'll be like doing those b-boying, there'll be spray painting, and there is like a lot of fucking fun activities that happen during those 2 days. So that's kind of the only festival that we have in Bombay as such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Sadly, that's the scenario right now. Even if you go to check out the venues, we just have one venue that is doing metal shows, and that is antisocial right now. And
Okay.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like how. our buddy Dhairya is saying right now, Big 69 happened once, but
Huh.
that happened only once, and that was like the most epic festival that had happened ever happened in this, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
this whole country. I mean, this it was like the best show that ever happened in this country, bro. Like hands down.
Yeah.
But उसके वो उतने बड़े कैलिबर का और कुछ हो नहीं पाया यार. Like sadly.
That's what, like, it's very hard, no, like the first thing is like we need a sponsorship, no, like, and
Oh
we,
yeah.
like, I got so many chances, like this right, they straight away said me, don't need to give us a band fee, like, you just provide me your flight tickets and the fooding and lodging for a couple of days, that's it. But still I was not able to do that, like.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I mean it's we have kind of thought about all of these things where now that we have traveled abroad and traveled around so much, like we have made so many friends that we want them to come and play with us over in our countries, but it is just not possible, bro. I mean like the whole logistic doesn't just make sense.
Yeah,
वो
man.
नंगा नायेगा क्या निचोड़े का वैसा सीन होता जाता है फिर.
हाँ, वही तो फिर ये सब आएगा तो नॉर्मली क्या बोलता है राखी सावंत एंड ऑल देयर बी टॉकिंग
Yeah, big bums, bro, big
या
bums.
सो या सो लाइक उन लोग आया तो स्पॉन्सर्स बहुत डालेगा लाइक इस राखी सावंत आई सी
Yeah.
कमिंग लाइक दे विल बी फकिंग 10-20 स्पॉन्सर्स ओके मेरा स्पॉन्सर मार दे फक मैन सीरियसली द सेम शीट हैपेंड
Of course.
लाइक इधर उधर सुंदर उंदर लड़की आके वो गा के चला जाएगा तो उन लोग के लिए
Ah, bro, सवाल. Of
so
course, of course. It's like the case everywhere.
so like it was fuck. And yes, and what I came to know is like I normally see the influence and all in I talk about this every time with everyone else. Like you had talked about the music also, like people these days, I don't know how they are, because I see, some of the musicians, I don't say musicians, some of the kind of the music artists, I mean like artists, they don't have that fucking good, like the पता नहीं चलता है वो कौन सा वाला क्या बजा रहा है क्या कर रहा है but they fucking have so many 1 million views like this
Yeah.
they just need to show some this cleavage okay with big teeth and
Yeah,
so fucking that's
that's how it is, bro.
so and after that I see on Instagram even I was not that so into Instagram and this Facebook thing but like I just had started this small production house so like the advertisement is this only like in the Insta and
Yeah.
वो सस्ता वाला और वो वाला I we just have to so yeah so उसमें मैं दिखता है normally like the girl with big teeth they have 1 million followers but the people who the main artists the if someone is playing that fucking good guitar or say anything else band they don't have like normal 22K I mean so that's what I don't know maybe yeah for someone that lady would be like the influencer like for the ladies who want to be busty and all but like like the
I
art
mean, yeah.
so yeah what is your
What I feel about it is na ki the problem with this like the media in our country is that we don't have like two separate as divisions for music and
and
motion pictures. हमारे पास सब वो एक ही लाइन है, वहां पर हम सबको सब कुछ दिखाना है.
uh,
एक हमें वहां पर पेट्रियोटिज्म भी वहीं पर दिखाना है, पॉर्न भी वहीं पर दिखाना है.
mm,
So अपने पास वो ऑप्शन ही रहता है, and then it becomes like a full khichdi of everything, bro. It becomes like nobody gives a rat's ass about who the musicians are, what the music is. It's just about a complete show, a complete facade, I would like to call it. तो प्रॉब्लम अपने यहाँ पर वो है कि दो अलग अलग सीन्स ही नहीं है. अगर तुम्हें म्यूजिशियन बनना है तो तुम्हें बॉलीवुड ज्वाइन करना है, तुम्हें एक्टर बनना है तो तुम्हें बॉलीवुड ज्वाइन करना है. देयर इज नो अदर ऑप्शन.
correct yeah so that's what like and yes and talking about that you said no like earlier there used to be your 3 shows same time mein, like
Yeah.
but like in Kathmandu also I realized that they used to be but that's not intentionally they will do okay but see normally most
I probably am like with the shows happening over here, I won't be too confident about, saying that same statement, bro. I won't be too confident like about saying that. Like it was not intentional. I feel it was intentional. And if it was not intentional, it was absolutely stupid.
why
Because it doesn't make any sense. That's exactly what I said. Like we have basically like just for an example, we have like probably 10,000 people in the whole of the country. Like
Mhm.
India में हमारे पास 10,000 लोग हैं जो metal सुनते हैं, जो metal shows के लिए आते हैं. And अभी तुमने like you have organized a show saying in that this is so big artist, like this banger of an artist is coming and playing in Bangalore.
Mhm.
So now you want everyone to come for that show, right?
Mhm.
But now what I'll do is no, I'll keep one more show with a very good headliner, international headliner on the same evening. So that is just dividing your own people for no reason. That is like cutting down your own profits, and that's why I said it was stupid.
Yeah, but like what I would like to say is like that same scene had been like normally even we was hosting our show like, and even there was some punk show, and
Hmm.
another kind of the EP launch something like that show was there on same place in the Tamil. So
Okay.
what happens like, and what I found is like that punk wala jo banda log hai na, the punks and all, they don't like, so सबका particular viewers tha, like their own dish, like, because it was like then I found, yes, the like the music scene out here in Kathmandu is rich, like, because no dish and all. This is the amount of punk wala that with all this punk, they go to punk cake, those who came for the EP launch, some deathcore band was there, like I don't know which, and they went there. Then the our particular,
Yeah.
yeah, our audience they come here, and we never used to like normally dish, ये देखो ये इसका ये हो रहा है उसका ये हो रहा है, but that happens in India. I mean like various time, like I had experienced that, like
नहीं
people.
पर ये भी बात कैसी हुई कि there are like at least different things happening, right? There is like probably there are shows happening on the same day all over the country, bro. But
Mm,
there are not specifically extreme metal shows happening in the same city, right? For example, so to give you a very good example, Gojira and Testament, they played on the same day at two different venues.
Gojira, before last year, or
2012, bro.
okay, okay, no, even Bangalore before last year, I was in Bangalore only, bro, that time. But
2012, because that was like one of the shows like we were playing for the first time with an international act in India. So I still remember it was the Gojira show that we were playing. And on that same evening, when Gojira was playing, then the same evening in Bangalore, there was Testament also playing.
okay.
And that is absolutely stupid. I mean, it didn't make sense to me. Like, why would you do that? Why would you just divide your own crowd and why would you just, fucking eat up your own profit before it even became like a thing? It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, bro, that's
And that was purely competition, bro. There was nothing else. There was purely competition. नहीं तुम एक शो रख रहे हो तो नहीं नहीं नहीं, अभी हम लोग का है तो हम भी शो रखेंगे ही रखेंगे. That is one thing that I don't appreciate. Like यहाँ पर अभी भी होता है bro. Like पैसे बनाने के लिए लोग कुछ भी कर सकते हैं.
वही तो, the first show I did it because I run in extreme ago in India. So like normally the venue partner was Indigo XP. Yeah, in Bangalore.
हाँ.
That time the headliner was Dehydrated, and that was
Okay.
last show which I did there. I mean, because like normally, and the people out there I find very interesting. Like, and most of them was into, I believe the way how they carry themselves, or kind of trash, so all this kind of. I didn't see that so much of mosh pits like I used to see in Nepal. Like it was like very kind of decent, but like so far it was good. Very, I mean, what to say, a gentle crowd. I mean, like,
Is
and
this in Bangalore that you're talking about?
yeah, yeah, that was my first
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I have felt that too.
first day.
Yeah, it's a their vibe of moshing and their vibe of enjoying a show and their whole idea of enjoying a show is completely different.
Yeah, that's what, because
Yeah,
dehydrated,
yeah, yeah.
and and like and later on even like one of mate, maybe Nilesh Das,
Yeah,
he.
of course.
So we all are of same team, like, so
Okay.
yeah. So we was doing that Noise Bazooka. That was second edition, I believe. Yeah. So that was the year I had joined in Bangalore. I mean, like the office out there. So it was a good experience.
Okay.
मैंने सोचा कि हाँ अब यहाँ अच्छा होगा, like, but fucking this corporate thing, bro. Fuck. I couldn't give a time on it. That's what what happens.
Yeah,
I can feel that. However, like you are stating that because see, I went Bangalore to earn some money, right?
of course.
Not like like because the first thing underground scene में उतना पैसा नहीं है, but
पैसा
पैसे
नहीं है ब्रो, कितना भी कुछ भी तुम सोचो पैसा नहीं है.
मगर पैसे के लिए भी हम लोग नहीं करता है वो. But still, no, it's very hard, like I can't give them time. This and again, Nilesh got married, and the Pramod was there. He left for his native. Then all of a sudden, all
Okay.
that jumbled up all. And normally, but I'm happy to see the people, like Extreme Underground Metal Society of Nepal was like my that Vishal, the frontman of Walk 2, like he's a mentor of that. That right now, I can see around Extreme Underground the same wings, like Extreme Underground Tripura, Extreme Underground Ceylon, Extreme Underground India. So that's what, I mean, like the logos and style will be same. Yesterday, I believe I had tagged everyone else, like
Yeah.
and all. So that's I found that quite interesting and proud, like because that was our main was Emson, and now they are being a wings all over India.
Of
So
course. And
yeah,
that's very needed, yeah. That's very needed. So back in the day, also we had this kind of a small collaboration kind of a thing happening with NYDM, that is the New York death metal scene,
okay,
and so we kind of had this whole relationship going on with them, and we also had this artist called as Blood Soaked who came and played a show for us down in Bombay and stuff like that. So Gurdeep also used to organize shows back in the day. So we had this very, I mean, our own show called as the Meat Fest,
hmm,
and like some really crazy bands have kind of played there. And now Gurdeep has another kind of a small venture, you can call it, which it is kind of like a the two bands have come together and they have started this whole thing. It's called a Scarfest. It
okay,
is basically Zignima and Gutslit who kind of put
okay,
in the all the resources together and they do shows. So we back then, so this Gurdeep ke show ke liye back then, Meat Feast ke liye we had like a whole kind of a small collab, or we were in terms like good terms with the NYDM scene, and that's where I learned ki bro, you need to make some ties and you need to have this thing going on, man. Like there
uh,
needs to be kind of like a revolution. Like अचानक से metal bands अगर एक city में बजा तो at least बाकी की बहुत काफी cities में लोग बजा सकते हैं, because it's like a long distance
yeah,
that need to cover. And European countries, it's very easy, bro. Okay, bands are kind of you know अपने एक country से उनके दूसरे country में जाने के लिए it's basically just taking them like a couple of hours, but that's not a scene for us. It kind of sometimes takes even days for us to reach like a destination. So आप लोग जो ये जो कर रहे हो Imson, it's like a fucking badass scene, bro. And I see all these extreme underground societies of all these cities from the northeast, and I really hope that they kind of all of them will come together and they pull off this massive fucking tour that kind of goes on the whole of the Asia. That'll be fucking sick, bro.
yeah. But we was trying that we used to do extreme tour, okay. I mean like and to I mean like जिसका EP launch होगा, I mean like full length उन लोग का records वगैरह. So album launch, so we used to do we named it as extreme tour. But whereas in Nepal के हम लोग सब जो हम लोग जो community आपको बोला wings ना, they used to look after each and everything as venue.
Wow.
That will be like the chain system, like we don't need to have that pressure. We just have
बिल्कुल.
to, and like everything they used to do there. And the same thing I wanted to be it here in Darjeeling and Gantok. All right, in some place
Okay.
I said we are doing this, like, and they was like they'll promise, okay, fine. I just want is like because I being from Darjeeling, I have to fix no venue because see,
Of course, of course.
they are doing everything else, whatever else, and like people around here, they are one of my friends only, like like who used to play deathcore and all, but whatever else, like, and I used to, I mean, like, I wanted them to play in my city as well, like down, but like fucked up, like they will promise me, okay, I'll do that. Then after some time, like they'll stop, like texting back. कुछ बोलना चाहिए ना if he can't do that, like because I have already told my people, like like okay अब बिंदास हो जा. So नेपाल का बॉर्डर लास्ट काकरे वित्त में ओके हम लोग दार्जिलिंग जाएगा will like will do a show out
Yeah.
there. Everyone is excited to play in Darjeeling, each and every band still now, and like
Yeah.
so all this kind of shit happens. So but I learned a lesson as well, until and unless if I won't fix the venue and all,
Of
know
course.
so don't like make them expect that. I was very
That's what वो मतलब it's like a whole good 8 to 10 months का whole proper planning that you need to do for this whole tour to happen. Yeah, it's not very easy. That is like one thing that even we have realized because Gutsit does a lot of DIY tours, right? Like
yeah,
we do this, we do that, and we do it by ourselves. So
yeah.
it's like a whole planning of a whole year that goes into it, man, and it's like so much of trouble that comes in. And let's not talk about this fuck all COVID scene. Like it's completely fucked shit up, man. It is like completely fucked shit up. But then luckily, like we have gotten our socks together and we have pulled it up and like we are like we are waiting, eagerly waiting to hit the stage again, man. There's so much in store for you guys. You have no idea.
Yeah, that's what no. Maybe last year, no, like there was a virtual gig, no, like I believe Lamb of God and something. They was doing a live gig, like
Yeah. There was like this whole thing happening. It was called a Slay at Home. Slay at Home festival. There was like a massive festival that happened, bro. And some crazy fucking artists played that.
yeah, yeah,
Like the highlight of that festival was they were like musicians coming in from different bands and they were covering a specific band. So the vocalist of the Black Dahlia Murder, then the Megadeth drummer, and the guy from the guy who Guar, the Guar's guitarist, they all have come together and they were covering a Cannibal Corpse song.
uh,
And
yeah.
there were so many videos like that that popped up during these lockdown sessions, like kind of inspired us to do so much of stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. There was some. I mean, I don't know, but which was that? Because it was total set of like the stage only. All right, but like they used to come on live with their from their pages. Like the particular.
Yeah. That's exactly.
Yeah, so that was what I was thinking. If I can do that, like from Indian bands, like I was thinking that just for example, you guys do have, I mean, like rehearsal rooms, like like if you'll go, I mean, like live from your place itself, I mean, like, and later on, what I thought is like, no, but see, these days no bands are getting, I mean, like any gigs and all. But for that reason, okay, for sometimes you would say, okay, yes, from your end. Okay, okay, I'm getting. Yeah, so I thought of no, I can't approach them, like without any capital, like
Yeah.
because
Of
see,
course. I mean that is something there. But also when for a lot of bands, right, it is not kind of possible to, be
uh,
at home because nowadays now like another thing that's everything has opened up nowadays. So it's not that much of an issue. But then, it is again a kind of like a whole expenditure, man, क्योंकि वो नहीं सिर्फ live जाके वो नहीं होगा.
uh,
Like there needs to be a backing track that is playing and then has to video has to go because तुम लाइव में मतलब वो क्वालिटी कैप्चर ही नहीं हो पाएगा.
correct, yeah, yeah,
तो इट्स लाइक अगेन लाइक अ होल एक्सपेंडिचर. तो विदाउट अ बजट वो करना नहीं पॉसिबल होगा. आई मीन देयर वोंट बी बैंड्स हु वुड बी काइंड ऑफ विलिंगली पुलिंग इट ऑफ. अभी अगेन इट विल बी द सेम थिंग कि अभी मेरे पास एक रील ऑलरेडी बना हुआ है, वही तुम अपने फेस्टिवल के लिए भी यूज कर लो,
mm-hmm.
वो वैसा हो जाएगा.
वही तो मैंने भी वही सोचा कि no, but like it will be a a kind of funny step. So I thought no, I shouldn't do this because because me being an artist, I should think about you guys as well. For example, you said okay, bro, we don't want money, like we will do it, but other band members, like I mean, like वो लोग को पसंद नहीं आएगा ना whatever you are doing.
नहीं वो नहीं मतलब वो तो एक सेकेंडरी बात हो गई और वो पसंद आना नहीं आना. बिकॉज अगर एक बैंड में से किसी ने एक ने अगर हाँ बोल दिया तो मतलब दे हैव लाइक अ होल विजन गोइंग ऑन एंड दे आर ऑन द सेम पेज. तो मतलब वो लोग वो तो हो जाएगा. दैट्स सेकेंडरी. बट देन अगेन यार उसमें वो बहुत आता है कि देन इज इट गोना बी ऑफ एनी इज इट गोना बी वर्थ इट. Is it going to be of any yoki? Why should we do this? Because it's not going to help us in kind of making any realistic money, even though we kind of pull this off without getting any money as well. मतलब अगर मेरा merchandise बिक रहा है या फिर कुछ हो रहा है तो बात होती है. But online festivals का एक ये problem पता है कि there is like no money whatsoever in it. Like you cannot sell any merchandise digitally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
So yeah, and even yeah, talking about merchandise, Aaron, right? His name, your drummer.
yeah, Aaron, yeah.
So, so like he do, I mean, like he works under artwork or what? Yeah.
So 90% to 95% of all our merch is basically done by Aaron.
Okay.
He is one crazy motherfucker when it comes to art.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like his thinking and the way he kind of, portrays the whole image of the band on a fucking piece of cloth is something else altogether, man. He's a
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
crazy, crazy.
I agree with that, because even I wanted to, like print some merchandise with him. Last time I had a word with him, but as of
Mm-hmm.
we we have couple of the artwork जो करता है मेरे लिए, because see what I'm doing is like मैं अपना studio का merchandise uh,
Mm-hmm.
see, the first thing is like nobody knows Carmelian's record. It's just been 3 months running now, and
Mm-hmm.
the first strategy होना चाहिए the artwork which that should be attractive so that people know हाँ मैं वो पहन लूंगा वाला, like
Very true. Very true.
so, and that work I'll send you bro after some time, but don't share it to anyone else. It,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
later on, like normally क्या बोलते
yeah, for sure. Sneak peek, bro. Sneak peek.
हैं no, no, I trust you, I trust nothing like that.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I won't be sharing it with anyone.
Like and normally there's a couple of a person who is working with me, like, and I'm making a big team, like it's uh, not only recording only. What we are thinking is kind of, we'll give all packages, like if a band wants website of yours, we'll do that. If you
Okay.
merchandise, we'll do that. Like if you want to host I mean like launch event, we'll do that, but we just want is capital. So according to that, not only that, we make videos as well, so far.
That's awesome. But actually, I wanted to ask you one thing. That so does Karmalansh Records have any artists that have joined in already on the label, or how is it gonna be like?
No, as of now, I mean, like, we got some local, I mean, like, the project, for local
Mm-hmm.
and all that, because my motive is what is like, I'm just a kind of creative head, okay, and my brother is sound engineer, and he has some of his friend, and I have some of us, because I'm a journalism student, like, but
Okay.
right now I'm working with bank, like, I don't know what's that. So
You know what, Abhishek, you should take this opportunity to kind of, enlighten us all with what exactly Karmalanj record is going to be doing as well. Because I am kind of very eager to know, what exactly is going to happen. So it will be really awesome if you kind of give us like an idea about what it's going to be like, so that people who have joined in also would have an idea.
yeah, so that's what we are coming. Like we had made one website as well, streaming platform. Say a kind of SoundCloud as of now. It's need
Okay.
so like that brother and me, we are working together as like they are my streaming partner, but like uh, partner, all those packages, like they can sell the tickets going to host the show, or else they can sell their music as well. It will be a particular one pages for them. It's kind of like what to say, um, portfolio normally. Like if somebody these all are easy for them. Like so that we are working as of now, and it's already happened. I'll send you that as well link.
Okay.
And from this mid of the year, we are about for paying artists as well. Like according to the listeners, and like
Okay.
so we are working on that, and that brother is coming to meet me this Friday 25th, something like that. So we'll be coming
That's
live.
awesome, man.
We'll be coming live for that as well. So like I will let you know, bro. Like just join.
Definitely. And the bands who are there are like kind of metal bands, or they're like bands from all over cross genres, or like what?
But yeah, this is not only for metal. My studio and that the app which website which we are creating, it's for all kind of genres. It's
That's awesome, man. That's
yeah.
awesome.
It's not for, I mean, like, and it's not for one language only. If people are
Okay.
interested, if they are, like Philippines का है या Brazil का है, जहाँ का भी है, like Russian है, whatever. If they want, they can learn it. We don't. I mean, like.
Why I'm asking that is because I was talking to this friend of mine today. His like he also has a lot of his buddies from Nepal, from the Pokhara region,
Mhm,
but they are from the whole uh, psychedelic scene.
mhm.
So when I told him that I'm doing like a kind of like a small chat with the people from the Carbalanche records, so he had like, "Arey bro, I have heard that name before." So that's why I wanted to know, like, basically, it's basically for all the genres that have come together, right?
Yeah, yes, yeah. That's why I'm, like, it's not only that, because to be frank, I got into substances and all chemicals, like back then, and
Mm-hmm.
don't say it. I'm not trying to blame music, but seriously, that happens with music thing only for me. For me, so
Mm-hmm.
for why I'm doing all this kind of events is like I want those people to, like, make them feel yes they are listeners of our music also, like, because playing every time on jam room, like no gigs, nothing. Obviously, we'll feel, like,
Yeah,
frustrated.
yeah, of course, of
That's
course.
cool. And yeah, and talking about that the hoodie and my merchandise, what I'm planning is like the profit amount which I will receive, like, from that particular merchandise, I'll be generating it as a studio work for any one of a band or upcoming artist, like, because see, normally
Okay.
you got me what I mean to say.
Yeah, I mean, I got you. I got you. I got an idea about what you're trying. But then, so for example, there'll be 10 artists who will be like, who will be putting out stuff for you. I mean, or rather, you will be putting out their stuff. Okay. And then you're saying that you will kind of, take your own profit out of it, and some percentage will go to a band, that 11th band that you probably like, right?
Yeah, yeah, right. See,
Okay.
like,
That's nice.
yeah. So जो
I mean,
अभी
that's your personal money, bro. I mean, that's your personal profit. So you can do whatever the hell you want with that money. That's like completely all. And that's a very good cause that you're going, like, doing.
but still people don't understand, like, see, yeah, to be frank, मगर वो दूसरा मेरा branding भी होगा normally, like people will wear my that karma
Of
lens.
course, that is so secondary, na, bro. That is so secondary. But then the main root cause for what you're doing it is very good, bro.
Yeah, but still, yeah, back then there was much more, people who was interested for all this thing. But right now, I'm just getting back to them. I don't know. There was like a lot more, I used to feel, हाँ ये चल रहा है. Normally, एक मैंने sample भेजा था एक दोस्त के
Uh,
पास. He is from Assam, but I don't like quality, like, because the like supporters are buying from me. Like, it's not only supporting me, but they are supporting some of the local artists who can't, like, go for studio work. It's not like
yeah,
I
yeah.
tell you guys Gotchly Channel, because you people have that kind of craze, like, I mean, fans and all. मगर जो underrated थे,
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
those were, like, because अभी तो बहुत महंगा हो रहा है, like the studio work as well. Back then जब हम लोग करता था, it was only 3,500 for one day,
Hmm.
सिर्फ 3,500. अभी तो बढ़ गया. एंड दोस डेज ये ड्रम्स का भी लाइव ड्रम्स नहीं होता था. दे
Program.
प्रोग्रामिंग, लाइक फकिंग, गिग्स में अपना ही गाना सुन के प्रैक्टिस करके बजाना था इधर.
हाँ, 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 हाँ.
एंड या
ये सब बहुत किया है, ये सब बहुत किया actually, and that's how we have evolved also, na, bro. Like, it's been so many years, there have been so many circumstances that have come in between, so many obstacles that we overcame, and finally we can say right now we are proud to be wherever we are right now. Like,
या
there have
या
been so much of fucking mehnat, so much of stress, so much of, efforts that were put in behind this one project, and I can proudly say I love it wherever it is right now. I love the way we are, making progress towards it.
या या दैट्स व्हाट, like, even, this was my dream job, like, to making a production house, is
Yeah.
that. So that's why we need to work, bro. Like, if there is no
Of
work,
course, of course, of
yeah,
course. Moral of the story, बच्चों,
हाँ, तो
जॉब करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, but और ड्रग्स को कभी भी हाथ ना
मना करा. Say no to drugs. कभी कभी चलेगा.
नो वही कभी कभी से तो पूरा बिगाड़ देगा ना.
uh,
कभी कभी बोलता है then this that, because even I was hardcore addict, like
yeah.
hardcore, but I मेरे को rehab जाना नहीं पड़ा. It's just willing, like, if you have
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
the mind.
Fucking high five to that, bro. That's good going, bro.
Yeah. So that's what. So actually, for this reason, for this all this live session, I was planning to talk about this drug addiction related to music only, like. But
Hmm.
somewhat I thought like that will be a kind of the counseling kind of thing, like. वो दूसरा artist को बोला कि पूरा drugs का ये हो. So just a small message: don't do drugs. That's it, like. Because
Yeah.
because I had my fucking 10 to
Yeah,
11.
like there is this Arka who's like a very good friend of mine. He's just saying, but if you're saying no to drugs, you're probably not already in the first place. But I want to tell him, bro, that's the first reason I said, कभी कभी चलता
Okay,
है.
so now, wait, huh? So yeah, so yeah, you guys, yeah, in Nepal मगर वही हो रहा है, bro. This psychedelic thing, like मेरे को भी पता चला अभी वैसे.
Bro, it's been happening since such a long time, man. Pokhara psychedelic vibe was mad. They used to have Shanti Yatra. And Shanti Yatra used to be one crazy fucking rave party, bro.
Yeah,
Back in the day as well.
I mean, like, I'll send you some link as well. Like,
Uh,
this sister of mine, she used to be a vocalist for a death metal band called Crude. They had played in Bangalore Open Air as well before last year.
okay.
Yes, and she recently she's working with another project name. It's the band name is No Name. All right,
Wow,
and
okay. No name.
No Name is
Okay.
and normally she was on my podcast as well long time back. So yeah, so listen to their music. I found a kind of that vibe. Like एक बार सुनने से नहीं होता है that. Like we kind of that bohemian kind of feel this that.
Uh.
क्योंकि we need to smoke weed थोड़ा stone हो.
Like कैसे कैसे type का music है? I'll definitely give it a shot.
Yeah, no, I'll send you. What do you think? They do. They literally. I asked her also. What kind of genre you would say if people will ask you? Like, but
Uh,
they don't have genre also. A kind. See, what she told me like music is free. You know,
of course.
it's not about I have to do growl only. I just have to do great screech only. This that and all. But everything she'll do on that band. Like they have a kind of bohemian indie blend. Like a kind of
Oh wow.
metal feel, like the breakdowns and roll. I'll send you, bro. Even I found that quite.
Definitely, definitely, man. You should do that.
Or else you can find on YouTube as well. Just no name, or else I'll send you. But you just
Yeah,
ping,
yeah. You send it to me.
yeah,
That'll be
ping
better.
once because yeah. So ping me out once if I'll forget because yeah.
Definitely, definitely. I'll be definitely doing that.
So listen to that. Like so they are doing that, and it's a good like kind of the new thing is happening in Nepal. I mean like. Yeah, it was back then. It was there, but like these days, more of them are into kind of, I believe, deathcore or say, like these kids and all. But that is a different level thing. What kind of music she is doing. It's awesome. Like you listen to them. That's what I mean to say. हम लोग को सुटा. I mean, like we don't need to smoke. Like to feel that song. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you can
yeah.
feel that normally.
हाँ
So
अभी वो इतना है अभी खून के अंदर ही तो फिर मतलब you're gonna feel it any which ways now. That's the whole vibe of it now. You don't need substances anymore.
yes, bro. Yeah, but there's not a single gig I was fresh. Like
I totally feel you, bro. I totally feel you.
like
Yeah, there were I don't remember like more than 60% of the shows that I've played. I don't remember them. I mean, I remember the stage time and that's it.
hmm,
Rest all is like blank.
तुम्हें पता चलता था मालूम है इधर इतना सोयल ये हाथ दर्द हो रहा है क्यों दैन मॉस्फिट वाला
Oh fuck, wo din and oh my god. Seriously.
yeah and I'll share you some of my other brothers. I mean like do you heard about New Terror? They are a grindcore band only. uh
Uh-huh.
yeah, listen to them as well. I'll send you. And one more band. I mean like मेरे को जो पसंद आता है काठमांडू से नेपाल से my favorite one. I'll send you. You just like
Definitely, bro.
yeah,
Definitely. You should
to
do
it.
that.
And it's not like I mean like वो मेरा भाई लोग का है बोल के yeah it was nice. You don't need to say that.
No, no,
Even
no, definitely, definitely.
so
I'm
yes,
gonna give you like the honest opinion.
हाँ वही तो normal. So वैसा है मैं आपको भेजूँ. You just because see my Hindi is not that so fucking good.
अरे नहीं नहीं not a problem at all, not a problem at all, bro. Like हम दोनों के हिंदी का वही इशू है कि आपके एकदम एकदम नेपाल स्टाइल वाली हिंदी और मेरी एकदम बॉम्बे स्टाइल वाली हिंदी है.
हाँ
तो
हाँ
अपने का हिंदी एकदम फकौली है वैसे भी कोई प्रॉब्लम इसमें आने नहीं वाला है. We are like made for each other vibes.
हाँ. So yeah. So so okay there is. So we'll just wind up.
Sure, bro. It
Yeah,
was actually an amazing. I didn't even come to know that it's already been an hour that we are talking, bro.
that's what even I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm upgrading my podcast studio very soon, so that will be proper podcast. So that again, I
Awesome.
invite you guys. Those who ever had like accepted my proposal for this small podcast thing, kind of thing, because of them only. Because of you people only, I'm getting like. Uh,
Hi man, nothing of that sort. It is like after a while that I've gotten this opportunity, like freely talk to all my friends who will be, and and especially you, man. It's been like we've been, kind of coordinating for such a long time, and finally we're getting to do this now. It feels
yeah,
so awesome, bro.
yeah, bro. So yeah, let's see. I'm looking forward for event license. So that's what I'm, like trying to, like spread my this pages and all, like so I can make a portfolio and I can show no for see these all gigs I'll do. And these all are the reputed bands from India. So these all things I do, like so so that will be a good portfolio. I mean not portfolio also advantage for me, like so this is the
Of course, of course.
so let's see. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll keep on doing this. If I don't get any studio work, also, it's okay. I'm talking with you guys. Artists like you, musicians like you. It feels kind of good. Like see
Hey
because
man, the feeling is mutual, bro. The feeling is mutual.
that's what. Let's see. So next time
And
again.
one more thing is like I am very sure that you're gonna like do amazing with the whole proper podcast work and all the gigging and licensing stuff as well. Because I know you're gonna like pull it off very well, man. I have like,
Yeah,
the whole Guslet has like all this power behind you. Like kill it,
thanks,
bro.
thanks a lot. Yeah, yeah. Let's
Hey
see.
man, always.
Yeah. However, we'll keep in touch. Like more than तुम्हारा girlfriend. Like खाना खा ली उससे भी ज्यादा I'll just like but that will be related to music, not like
Are done, 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 bro.
so yeah, I'll
And
send.
also, I would like to thank Diane, because she was the one who kind of told me. I was waiting on the Instagram ka chat for you to send me the link, bro. And then she
Ah,
came and kind of, informed me, Arey, bro, Abhishek is already waiting for you over there. What are you doing? I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm so sorry. So
ah,
thanks, Diane. Or else we would have gotten extremely late.
yeah. No, no. What?
And bro, thanks a lot to apna Arka also, because he's been like constantly sending us, names of his favorite bands from Nepal that we have missed. So
Okay.
he has sent us Animality, that his is like one of his favorite bands. Then he told me about this another band. Wait,
Okay.
V10.
Yeah. So, Orca, I'm gonna. Okay, we will have a chat, bro. I'm sorry that.
By the way, Arka also plays for this band called as Ant. They are a upcoming black metal band and they are fucking killing it, bro. You should. I'll definitely send you a link or two for them.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's what. Let's see, Aditya. Like normally, see, it's not like alone. I can like host the event and all. I need some team volunteers and all. So let's
Of
see
course.
that future. But as of now, I don't want to do a jaldi wala nahi. So let's see. I'll keep you posted, and if there's some help, I'll ask you. And even if you need some help from my end, I'm always there for you guys. Not only metalhead.
Definitely, man. It really means a lot.
So yeah, so I'll keep in touch, and thank you very much for joining me.
Hey, not a problem at all, man. The pleasure has been all mine. I would really like to thank Carmelanche Records, the whole crew, especially you for doing this for the people and for everyone who have like, joined in today. Really, thanks a lot, man. You guys are being so active. I really did not think like so many of them are going to be active and constantly sending us messages and comments. Really means a lot, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks guys from my end as well, and yeah, thanks to Nikki. Her name is Nikki.
Diane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I said. I came to know because I saw your this thing, the pictures and all. So I said,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
could you just inform him, like so, like
So that's what I was waiting there like an idiot on the Instagram chats for you to send me the link,
that's
and luckily she told me.
no, no, no. I said I'll go live and I'm gonna send you the
Ah,
invite.
yeah, 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 yeah. So I was expecting the invite to come over there, dude. Like an idiot, I was waiting there, like nicely chilling.
Uh, cool, cool. Yeah, but it was fun, like there is a lot more,
Yeah, man.
there are a lot more. I mean, to talk regarding Indian metal scene, but we'll, like we'll do it later on because I
हाँ
don't
हाँ हाँ,
full with.
ये पहला ही ये था, थोड़ा इंटेंस वाला बातें बाद में करेंगे.
Wait though. So yeah. So we'll just wind up now. Okay, once more
Definitely, bro.
to all the people, the metal minds who have joined our podcast. Oh, sorry, a live session. So
Oh
yeah,
yes,
keep in touch. I'll be going out with more international bands. Let's see. I'm just
that's
approaching
awesome, bro.
them. Let's see, and but they are touring, so that's the reason problem. And another thing is like the time doesn't work with us European bands. Let's see.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying.
mean, I totally understand, bro. But I'm pretty sure that you'll be pulling it off very well, bro. I
Thanks.
have like all the positive vibes for you.
Thanks, bro. And then to you as
Pleasure
well.
is all mine.
To you.
Thank you so much, man.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so
So,
much.
guys, cheers everyone. Carmelanche Records, subscribe, motherfuckers. Butcher Barve signing out.
All right.